Oh, like he's working so hard for this. I mean, trigger, trigger, trigger. Look at this stuff. Hashtag legit. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today the deck that was pretty requested. We have Narset, Enlightened Exile, and I wanted to make a deck to use her so you guys can see her in action, and that was the idea. We are having this Monk Monastery Mentor shell with Invasion of Gobakan, so we can flip it and protect our cool things, so Narset can hit. And yeah, we'll talk about her later. The rest of the deck is basically like your typical spell slinger deck with all the spells for 1 mana, but when you go crazy with this deck, man, oh boy, it gets scary. We are playing 4 impulse because we sometimes cannot hit an instant and we cannot chain them. So we start with impulse, fishing for more impulse or considers or meeting of the minds, and then you can just go for trigger, 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 and you know, make this 50-50 board that we all enjoy and like. For our big draw we have Transcendent Message. This can draw you infinite cards, man. Like the sky is the limit for this card in the deck. But usually we are using Meeting the Minds because it's really efficient, cheap, and normally you don't get any board advantage with this card, but with Mentor and the Iconoclast you can actually create a lot of tokens while also drawing cards, and the tokens can pay for convoke costs, so we sometimes don't pay anything, you get cards, you get boards, so that's insane. And honestly, this is the biggest card of the deck. This is basically what makes the deck tick, because the prowess on those tokens means that you can make 1 turn lethal very easily. Without this card the deck is not the same. We also have the Invasion of Segovia together with Nahiri Warcrafting plan. It gives us tokens. They can get convoke from Narset because all the creatures you have prowess, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So what about the Narset? In all honesty, guys, I wanted to use the cards for the deck so you guys see it in action, so you have good entertainment, but in all honesty, think twice before crafting it. She's not a great card, in all honesty. She is slow, and you are basically paying 4 mana for a 3/4 that will probably die to go for the throat. If she survives somehow, it is amazing, but she's not surviving nearly always. So that's my experience with the card. So fair warning about this one, but I know you wanted to see her in action, so we did it. So yeah, subscribe if you appreciate sacrificing the rank for entertainment. So guys, that's it for the deck. I hope you will like it. So enjoy, have fun guys, and thank you for watching. We are not going for turn 1 Fading Hope. You generally don't want to Fading Hope something that is 1 mana cost anyway. Alright, I think we need Impulse for a Landman. Vanguard. Pretty nice target for play with fire. We could also Fading Hope it and Scry, which is basically the same as Impulse, I hope. You know what? I like it. I like it quite a lot. Please give me the land, thank you. This way we can invade the Segovia. He knows that we... Oh my god, I got so scared. I thought I passed my turn somehow. Alright. Alright. This way we have some advantage, and now if he replays it, we can play with fire very nicely. A Peacekeeper. Definitely an extremely good draw in this situation, especially as we have duplicates. So he has a blocker, he negated our plays, and he will name play with fire. Oh. You sure, bro? Bro. Like, are you really sure about this? Because I think it might not work the way you thought it will. Huh? Huh? Have you really thought it through, my friend? And now I play Impulse? Huh? Alright. Alright. Not sure about this play, but maybe. Halan and Alina, definitely a very strong card. So, in this situation we go for Impulse. So we can kill her, or try to outscale, which is usually not perfect. I still think we need some Iconoclast to get rolling. Enjoy. Yep. Okay, that's a good draw. That's a really nice draw. This is the type of card we needed right now to go absolutely crazy. We are not attacking. So we will take some damage, but I hope we can outscale them. We need some considers, meeting of the minds, and then we... Angel. Angel. What angel are you playing? I honestly don't know. Or maybe he's not playing and he just knows that he has all the mana he needs. I don't know, man. I have no idea, bro. He should know about play with fire, right? That's a brutal Qatar. Smart, smart. So how do we stack the triggers? Because we can make it work. We can absolutely make it work. I think it's just search, right? This way we can also block on this turn, which is pretty cool. Yeah, this will be a problem for the late game because he will put all the counters here, right? We could also just wait one turn. Right, and kill it. I really want to kill it. But we won't be able to, so let's go with the search. Alright, that was a good play by him. Fortunately, we can have a nice block turn at least, so that helps a little bit. Bro, have you ever considered checking what my cards do? Like, man, I hope he will pass the face and leave it at that. Bro, like, go and attack. I mean, this way we can kill for free Harana and Alina, right? Because she doesn't deal any damage. Right, let's read the card just to make sure. Prevent all damage that black and red sources. I mean, I can basically do this, right? Do I want to block 6 damage for 1 token? I mean, no. Man, I'm not sure they know how cards work in Mythic. And he should. He definitely should. Let's go with Iconoclast. This is definitely a good start. And I mean, we can flip Segovia very nicely, right? That should help us a little bit. And we can use Convoke to make disappear. But still, honestly, this deck is pretty hard to play. Like, I'm not great at it. Alright, so we can split the damage right like this, right? And this is our make disappear. I mean, the serpent will be our blue, I guess, so we could, if not summoning sickness, we could even go harder than this. Alright. Okay, war. Never mind. Never mind. Wanted to be fancy. Let's not mess it up. Brutal Qatar. No. We will definitely convoke this one. I mean, this one is colorless mana. I want to sacrifice this guy. Alright, I don't get this interaction, right? And I did something wrong, right? I'm playing the spell. I use casualty. I pay the mana. Alright, I did something wrong. I have no idea what. But I will read it in the comments for sure. Alright, let's see some cool triggers, because we definitely deserve those. And as you can see, we can really outscale them very nicely. I mean, if we draw a Consider from top, we can even kill him, I guess. Not even talking about Meeting of the Minds or Transcendence. Alright. That's a cool 1-2. And a cool 3-3. Alright, so... that's an Narset. That's pretty decent. Alright. So we take the damage. We have... oh my god, if Narset attacks, we will win. And she will. And we don't have great attacks on this turn because we cannot activate the Prowess, so let's go like this. Yep. I mean, Narset really showing the power, and everything has Prowess, including those tokens. So suddenly those Iconoclast soldiers become like a monks. And you know that monk is better. I just want to point out that he's one card from the top. This was literally the only draw in his whole deck that could do this. And he already used 2 Qatars, so the chance of this happening, like the 3rd Qatar in 1 card, look at my top decks. It doesn't feel like this is a statistically viable game, man. Oh my god, this is absolutely ridiculous. I shouldn't play the land, but it's so annoying that I just did anyway. I cannot believe this. I also won't be able to double spell because then Brutal Qatars flip. And I cannot kill them because of Melira. This was literally the only way he can win the game, and here comes my land draws for next 10 turns. I cannot believe this game, man. I really cannot believe this. So he's double spelling probably on this turn and killing Monk and this. Alright, not yet, but it will happen very soon. Told you. Like, I know my luck, man. Moment I need a spell from tap, my 24 lander will provide me all the lands I can imagine. I've been there already. The fact that he top deck Narset from the top, for the Narset remover from the top, is absolutely mind-blowing. The chances of this happening was like 2 in 45, so around 5% I would believe. And he hit it, literally hit it. Peacekeeper wouldn't do a thing. Let's play the land, I guess. And I mean, we're in full I hope Shuffler will give me the win that I deserve mode. Plaza. Told you. Oh my god, this is what happens when your draws are not great. Oh boy, that's really bad. Like, he should double spell very quickly right now. Told you. Just 4 lands from the top when you need any kind of card. You could think that I'm playing like 30 lands. In fact, I'm playing the 24 one. Right, I believe. At least that's what I hoped for. No, we play 24. Spell number 1. I mean, it's really hard to win when you get draws like this, man. And your opponent gets draws like this. I mean, the game was absolutely ours already, but those top decks were like 100% going to him and 0% to us, so suddenly in 5 turns, he's starting to get back into this game, believe or not. And with the first strike, we cannot block this other way than the Champy. Can I draw non-land card? I should be playing those, by the way, but I'm just baffled at my draws. So I think we just lost. Quadra land from the top, man. Alright. It won't work. Like, we're getting those back, but they will come in a second. Let's try at least. We pain ourselves. Like I might get something cooler. It's not legendary, so he cannot use Plaza. He needs to activate Melira, target it, so he gets it back. But at least we get Narset for a second, and we get a Monk for a second. We also get some cards from the top, so we should hit Impulse and go from there. But Meetings of Minds, sure. I mean, this is how my deck works generally. It would be great to start using it. Is there any... I mean, let's respond to this, right? We will go 1, 2, 3, and I mean 4. I should put the white monk, because I need more blue generally. But at least we get somewhere, maybe. Man, this game is going on for all the wrong reasons, but those are the cards we needed. Finally. So now he can remove something. What is the target? Oh, Narset again. Makes sense. Do I want to attack here? Yeah, I think we actually attack. So let's just go with this one. I will play Prowess here. And I'm not attacking with this guy, so we can use it as well. I want to pump everything as much as possible. We end up with the Sea Tyrant of Segovia. And we just go Impulse Road over and over. I mean, we could go for Consider. That was the most awkward game ever. Alright, let's see this one. We have Fading Hope. This should be a decent card. We will have some Pain lands for the red mana. And yeah, those are probably the lands we want to play right now. Alright. And I think that should be a Fading Hope and a Dance Step, and then we go with the Mentor and force them to make some, you know, bad calls maybe. Alright, 1 damage. What is the real play? Kami. Alright, that helps a little bit. Reef. Not the worst card, but also not the best one for sure. Do we want to invade Segovia, or we just want the Mentor? Ossification means they cannot play Kami. This is definitely a card they fear, and they need to respect it. Will they? Yeah, that's Ossification. Oh man! Oh boy, that's huge. That is freaking huge, man. So, we will try to go for this guy, because that gives us the highest chance of hitting a mountain, so we can play with fire. Like, it's not possible to miss it in 4 cards, right? It's not. Now we play this one. And suddenly, you are not an enchantment. Cool. They both grow, and this one is bigger. It will come back at some point, but hopefully we can pressure them enough that it's hard for them to deal with. And we are not blocking with the Mentor, so we might as well attack. And we don't have blue mana, so no reason to keep untapped. Calyx, sure. Audacity, right? They always have Audacity together with Calyx. It's not possible to whiff on this part, so that will be a lot of value, man. Go for it, we know you have it. And they're going for Audacity, which is probably a big mistake, right? Enchanted creature. You are not enchanted. I honestly think he misplayed it super hard, losing a lot of value. So maybe we can use it to our advantage somehow. We invade the Segovia. The point is that we can force him to block, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Meeting of the Minds is so easy to cast here, man. I think we go like this, man. Or we could also just go like this. If he trades Calyx, I'm happy with it. I have another Mentor anyway. And we untap everything. Oh, we untap everything. I should just go for the face, probably. Yeah, not best with this deck, but it's fine. So he thinks, man, if he has an instant, that's not a free block, it's a trade. But if I don't, that's incredibly good play for him. And he rolled the dice and he lost. I love it. You always want to tap chorus first, or you know, blue is the core generally you like a lot. With Convoke we can cast Impulse and go, oh man, we can go absolutely nuts. And he took the gamble, and that was a bad gamble. Alright, so we are going first. We probably want to keep play with fire in our hand for a while. Our start will be a little bit slow, but I think we can make it work. Let's start with this one. We look like mono red. Maybe that will make a change. Is there a 1-drop? Yep. It's not really something I want to keep up. I will go risky and try to go like this. Let's go for the coast, then we'll go with Shivan Reef probably. Like, all in all, he knows that he needs to be a bit You know, not crazy with his drops, and so far he, like, it's a strong call. Okay, never mind. It's just, man, 3 mana, 3 creatures. I mean, that's not a bad opening, man. Hopefully he will try. Oh, he's going for it. Listen, I'm not the fan of this play, but I think we need to go like this then. He kept the guard down, and suddenly Initiate won't be attacking, which is huge. And I mean, we need to leverage it. We don't have yet good tools, but if we can avoid Brutal Qatar, theoretically it could be possible. And then we... like, I tell you, man, I didn't play a game like in this standard since like a year when they didn't hit Brutal Qatar when they needed it. It's crazy, man. However, I think we need to go with the Mentor. That's not the right tap. It is the right tap. Alright, because we need white. I mean, we played something as well, so that's also good. Like, we need to go crazy on board because we outscale them. They have better, like, start, but we outscale them way better. Way. Do you want to attack into my 3-3? That is not a 3-3. Ah, he really... oh my god, he's going for the value. You know what? Sure. I mean, it is scary, but... so this is the breaking point right now. They did everything from their hand. That's the peak of their power. Right now we need to outscale them. And we have like 2 turns to do it. We need some good hits, man, but we can absolutely make it work. No, no way. Not the second Narset from the deck. This is actually the one. Oh my god. Oh my god, we are absolutely scaling like crazy, man. Alright. He will go for this one, so we need to go really hard, man. We played a creature. This, like, we can go infinite from this on, and they just draw 1 card a turn. So, alright, so this is the peak of their deck. Absolutely. And right now we need to survive the storm. In 2 turns we will win if we can survive this, but it will be hard. Let's see the attack first. We have a lot of blockers, man, and it will get better for us because we are redrawing cards for the next turn. The cool thing is that he doesn't know what the stats of the blockers are. Like, if he attacks with everything, maybe we play two spells. Alright, he's going for the smart version, just all the high-powered attack creatures. So... yeah, we didn't go before the attack, so let's create stuff. Alright, and now we say, consider. We will take some damage, but it is fine. I mean, those are triggers. Those are triggers. I don't think it super matters, right? Yeah, I mean, that's it. Man, we are really going for it. This is colorless mana. Man, this... okay, this is not definitely not what we need. Invasion of Gobakan. Alright, it will hit this one probably. Alright, so I want to block. This will be a 4-4. Alright, 4-4. This will be 5-5 if we care, so we could trade for Adeline. We could actually trade for Adeline. It's not bad, right? And I think that's it. We take 7. Like, we need to start somewhere, man. I will... yeah, we'll go with this one. Blue. Colorless. Let's go like this. Alright. I'm not going into the risky territory of hoping that I hit 1-drop, because it is possible, but it's pretty low chance. So we are not playing around it. I mean, we hit, but not the right color. So, that was a huge hit, but as you can see, his peak of power, that was a Ganjo, by the way. So he has a Ganjo in the hand. There was no mana. I mean, maybe Screlf ability. So either a Ganjo or just Screlf. Alright. Painlands, a bit scared right now. So we go Iconoclast. We need both colored mana, so it is what it is. We main phase Invasion of Gobakan, right? Oh my god. We could do the thing. With Brutal Qatar. Is that better? I mean, we can force it to be 5 mana, man. No, I need something for the turn. We can always get the monk back later, I think. We take 1 damage, we do a lot. I mean, we have quite a lot of creatures. As you can see, our scaling is far superior than he can ever imagine. Alright, let's see the cards. This is the big deal. I mean, Talia is pretty brutal, isn't she? But we also don't have so many spells, so maybe it's just, I think it's adversary, because we basically break this card for the rest of the game. It's an actual, like, discard in a way. Alright, and I think that's it for this turn. We can do a lot of chomp blocking, and we are not attacking on this turn, right? Yeah. Don't forget he can give hexproof and unblockable on something, probably like Knight Errant of Eos. Actually we don't. Maybe I should bounce the Scarf. Or maybe we'll just take the hit. Oh, that's a strong one. Oh man, that's insane. Oh man, that's really insane. So this is what we have to bounce right now. If I target... No, it won't work. Alright, so I guess we are taking a lot of damage right now. And there's nothing we can do about it, because if we target anything... Man, he has such a good stuff, man. Let's get rid of the Vanguard for the turn. We have different we have different colors, right? That's something I missed originally. Because those tokens are white, those are colorless. And we have also some Izzet stuff. Oh my god, I cried wrong. This is what happens when I talk. I didn't pay attention to it and I just clicked it. Alright, so... That's probably game losing, honestly. This was insane mistake, man. We really need 1 consider from top or something like this. I mean, our board is pretty impressive, but I'm not sure if that's enough. We can block a 6/6 by colorless creatures, that's pretty insane. And we can also go for Iconoclast block if he names white. So that's a saving grace. I didn't play it optimally, man. This deck is actually pretty hard to play correctly, especially against like Scruff. I'm used to having 1 color, so it just gives unblockable. Let's go for Narset and pain ourselves even lower, because if we can attack with Narset, that should be a game-winning advantage. Like, we cannot just attack with everything, right? And we are not attacking, not without instant speed. Yeah, this was basically a dead draw. Especially in like full top deck mode, basically. 1 good draw can decide the game. Alright, Brutal Qatar. Probably Narset, right? But it still doesn't really change the board state we have right now. Alright, going white, both of us. And that's it, he needs to start attacking. He knows that we cannot play an instant, so honestly it's pretty good moment for him to play something. And because of my mistake, I don't have any interaction right now, and I cannot refill the tokens very easily. Like, every instant gives a 3/3. And as you can see, I needed it, because there's not much here. He will play the Vanguard, man, that will be pretty brutal. Alright, I think we need to do a little bluff. And that was 1 click too much. I'm wondering if I threw this game with this draw. Like, there is an instant somewhere here, and I delayed it by 1 full turn, and this might be the turn I needed. Fortunately, alright, he's going for the value. I really like to see it. Honestly, that's probably one of the best cases for us. Other line is like 2 turns before. Alright, I'm too slow on bluffing, man. Man, my draws in my 24 lander are definitely not impressive right now. That could be a turn. But maybe I just pass priority quickly. First strike hurts. The point is that he doesn't know what we have in the hand, and I need to leverage it as much as possible. I can absolutely win this game, I just need some 1-2 spells from the top and we go absolutely crazy. Since 3 turns we didn't really increase the power of this board at all. Like, playing Narset was the biggest play in last 4 turns, man. So we are not developing too much. It's great, like, he should be putting the pressure and trying to kill us because he's not winning the long game. Like, the only reason the game is still on and we are even is that I whiffed like 3 cards from the top and one of them was on my own decision. He might be confused because I kept on top, so that should be something good and I'm not playing anything. That's why I'm keeping this 1 card, because if I play the land, he knows exactly the spot he's in and he probably will attack and kill us. Right now he's like, man, maybe it's considering to something. 1 spell. And is that a 1-drop? He had the priority. Alright. I need to bluff the hell out of this man, because I'm not... Alright. Alright, that's the first step, isn't it? That is the first step. Oh, this is red source, by the way. All of the Brutal Catars are red source. Let's play this land. Just keep the 1 thing. I just need Meeting of the Minds from the top and we win the game. So right now I basically drew 4 creatures. So even though he builds his board a little bit, oh boy, that's strong. But if he attacks all, which is very likely the case, we can get some decent trades, man. Oh, he's not going for it. I see. He wants... Alright, so we need to do... I think we'll be able to respond to this, but... Let's make sure that we can do the thing. We also cast a spell during our turn, so we already get something, but that was our card from the top. We need another one. We need Meeting of the Minds. You know, even play with fire is, man, like, completely amazing right now. Oh, like, he's working so hard for this. I mean, trigger, trigger, trigger. Look at this stuff. Hashtag legit. Absolutely legit card. Like, we are getting 4 creatures with every instant or so. Oh my god. Man, can I beat my draws? I think I draw like 3 lands or 2. It's not looking good just based on the draws, man. We could absolutely outscale him in 1 good turn, but we need spells for it. Like, a simple Consider would probably win the game, man. We need to be defensive. I'm keeping the end step trigger because I really want him. Like, I could force some attacks maybe, but he just blocks with like 5 toughness creature, 3 toughness creature, and then I have less blockers for the next turn. Like, I would need to attack pretty heavily, man. So if he wants to do the same trick, it will cost him a lot of time. And that's what we need. We need to buy time, because our deck is stronger, but we got stuck by bad draws from now on. And my bad decision, right? So right now I need to just smooth out the power of my deck, because I hit the low peak and he's increasing it every single turn. And I have those jumps that I scale for 1 turn, and that keeps me in the game. Oh my god, man, those draws are absolutely abysmal. Just lands all day, all night, man. Oh my god, this is probably game losing draw. Still, I would have 1 more if I played it right. So no. Probably on me. So right now he double spells and he flips 3 Brutal Catars and we kinda lose. We cannot play with fire. This maybe Nahiri Warcrafting can get us back in this way. I mean, that's not really the draw we are looking for. Man, look at our lands. We have 9 lands already. We didn't hit a lot of spells, like at all, man. It was what? 6 during the whole game. That's not much. That's definitely not much. So not looking great. Oh, alright. Maybe we have one more draw. So if I wasn't bluffing, the game would be over like 5 turns ago, man. Like, that's the only reason he's probably not attacking. He thinks that I might have instants in the hand and I'm waiting to, you know, get good blocks. Oh my god. Can I please draw an instant spell? Please. I play those. That's pretty bad, man. That is pretty bad. So, just keep bluffing. Just keep bluffing. Oh man, with those draws, that's all I have left. Because they are so below average that, I mean, my opponent shouldn't expect that I whiffed for like 5 in the last turns. Like, normally you assume that he had to draw something, right? So at least 1 trigger is a given. And with 1 trigger we can... Oh man, please do. Please, just give me more time so my deck can finally do its thing. Thank you. Especially if the draw is just... Okay, that was important. Stop, so he sees that I have... If he has seen I have no priority... You know what? You know what? It is something. Definitely not what we want, but something that is at least somewhat relevant. He's not attacking with the current board state. He invested quite a lot of mana into finding this additional Adeline, so I would guess he will try to play something. And the game looks so passive, not because we want to play it passive, but I'm just not drawing stuff, man. Let's get rid of his ability to play the card on this turn. I could counter Adeline, but I don't need to. I actually prefer him to tap this. And I still need to make those stops, man, because the moment he sees I have... Oh my god, please resolve all. Okay, that was a tell that I'm in full control mode. I actually didn't know that about this interaction. I usually don't play with insane amount of token, but as you can see, single spell and we got 5/5 in the board. And he didn't increase the power of his hand. So we are like, sure. Adeline is 16/5, by the way. Man, my fear of Skrelv was a bit overblown, I guess. Looking at the current situation, you know, living 7 turns after. Oh my god, this is the most... Oh no, he double spelled. I forgot about double spelling. So now we will get stuff probably, right? After we cannot scale anymore. Man, this game was pretty epic, but it felt like incredibly unlucky so far. Also, I'm tired of bluffing. Like, my draw is absolute garbage. I'm drawing only lands, man. You cannot enable this deck if your draws are land, land, land. Especially that we play 24 lands just in case, so we don't have this kind of situation. What can you do, man? What can you do? So, do we go for the big guy or the small guy? Let's go for the big guy. Like, if he has a 2 mana counter for this one as well, like, we take it, and we needed to risk because he already used 1. Usually you don't have 2 mana. Also, right now we go around make disappear, and that was 0 counter spells. So I would guess if he took this hand, he might go for Jin, right? Alright, let's attack. Maybe we get a Fading Hope out of him, because he seems to be playing it. But it might be an impulse as well, so we cannot know for sure. And I mean, we can play like this. We're Meeting of Minds. 4 mana is enough, so yep, let's draw our cards then. We get the token. We get our sweet lands from the top, so we can, man, 8 lands in 14 cards in 24 lander, that's way above average. Alright, so he wants the land probably. And he gave up all the protection spells. That's interesting. So he's not getting lands and we are getting way more lands than we should, so yeah, interesting so far, interesting. We probably will have to kill it. Oh my god, double? Double is pretty rough, man. Like, I expected one of them. So, we'll try to make it work with Faye. And I mean, it has to be Meeting of Minds right now. Like, we get some stuff this way, right? We are slowly going white on this board, and Mentor and Impulse are really good draws. This is what we needed. We have quite a lot of mana thanks to previous draws. Alright, I wonder if he will fight around Fading Hope. One? I mean, against Jhin I will take it. Normally I don't go this road, but I think in this particular case it might be worth it. I think we start with it. We lose one of the tokens this way, but either way he's not casting stuff. Oh, I like the card. I honestly like this card, and we know that we will use it. Yeah, we can even go for casualty, so if he plays a land we can still counter the Jhin. What are you? Fading Hope, right? So we will cast it instantly, this way we get some nice triggers. Trigger, Fading Hope. And we can replay it on the next turn, so it's fine. Like, we need the tokens mostly. And that was his card. Let's see if he keeps on the top. One top, he likes it. And I'm taking the Make Disappear. And bro, if you are attacking, I will do so as well. And we'll see where it gets us. Make Disappear is a really good counter spell against what he has. We could go for the anti-spell pierce. Right? This way he cannot counter it. We don't lose much, man. Let's get rid of this one. I should use the tapped one, by the way. It's just my bet. And he's out. And that was a memorable mono blue matchup, that's for sure.